We have opportunities too in the realm of, it's almost kind of inventory management, helping a client allocate one or more commodities among numerous participants, subject to complex rules. I know that's all very abstract, but if you think of, in a day's time, you have a certain amount of 8 different commodities that need to flow between participants, and there are many rules that apply, that can quickly become a very difficult computational problem, and we have approaches for computing much more optimal solutions to that than you might get from kind of an application of naive deterministic rules.
And I think so an area that, to maybe bring it one level down from the abstraction from inventory management, I think an area that we're seeing the uptick of this capability within banking and capital markets as being a need is managing the buys and sells of securities or financial instruments. Many transactions every minute, every day, every hour, every day. And there's typically a mathematically and statistically perfect way to settle your way through all those transactions, to match up all of the buys and the sells with each other perfectly, or with as few exceptions as possible. Now, what Kyle talks about is when you ingest all of the rules into that, there's additional rules that probably have to be accommodated for a particular firm as they're executing through buys and sells. That makes it much more complicated. But there is a purity of it that you have a number of buys, number of sells, they settle with each other, and you're clean for the day and you can move on to the next. Never happens that way, but with the promise of these capabilities, deeper level of algorithms that can find optimal routes through the buy and sell maze, accommodate the rules, this is where it can be extraordinarily powerful, particularly in the banking and capital markets industry. And then more broadly, inventory management. I think we can see, as we explore even more in retail, we could see some more use cases potentially for how vendors are providing products to all their different retail destinations or their channels. Probably a large global scale producer or manufacturer, but it'd be another interesting case. It's just matching up of a request and satisfying that request, a request and satisfying that request, and the optimal math, statistical, algorithmic, and even AI way of navigating that.